Do you find that some learners are hesitant to answer questions or engage in class discussions? Today, we will provide you with more ideas for eliciting oral responses from all learners. Welcome back to our AEDY Patent Pop-Up Practices. My name is Bethany Seidella, and I am a member of the Patent AEDY team. This short video is a follow-up to a previous one titled Active Student Engagement. When we think about oral responses in the classroom, many envision students raising their hands and the teacher calling on volunteers. The problem with this practice is the teacher will usually only get responses from the more high-achieving, assertive students. We want to provide opportunities for all our students to be successful. One rule of thumb is that if the question you are asking is based on teaching content, do not ask for volunteers. If the question is an invite to share personal experiences, you can ask for volunteers. Let's look at some alternative ways to get all students engaged. All of the ideas here today come from the work of Dr. Anita Archer, an educational consultant and professor who specializes in instructional delivery. The pause procedure is great for students who may lose focus after longer periods of time. After about 10 minutes of a lecture, video, or online lesson, stop the lesson. Provide about 2 to 3 minutes for students to work with a partner and discuss their learning. For students who struggle, you can provide them with a question to focus on. Eventually, they will be able to make predictions on what learning may occur next and make connections. Similar to pause is study, tell, help, check. Here, the teacher provides 1 or 2 minutes for students to review their notes or other study tools they have available. This is the study part. Next, students then tell a partner all that they recall from the information, which is the tell portion. The partner is there to ask questions, provide missing information, and guide the person who is sharing, or the help part. Then it is the other partner's turn to share their information. Finally, both partners will look back at their notes or study tools to assess their understanding of the content, which is where check comes in. Whip around or pass is a strategy where students can answer one after the other in rows or in a circle depending on how they are seated. Their answers should be brief and uninterrupted, and they have the option to pass. Be sure to provide thinking time so students are not on the spot. Whip around or pass is a good strategy to use for questions that have several possible answers. Questions such as name a type of rock or what is a synonym for nice. It can also be a good one to use when looking for short, student-specific answers such as what is your favorite animal. As a reminder, all of these strategies need to be taught and modeled with students. It will take a bit to get used to, but as your students are acclimated to the strategies, they can be models when new students enter. Also, keep in mind the pace of your lessons. You will notice that most of these strategies allow a short time period for students to discuss content. You want to keep the lesson moving, which will keep your students engaged and help cut down on problem behaviors. Careful and deliberate planning is also essential. For every lesson, think about what engagement strategies you will utilize. Thank you for joining us today for Pop-Up Practices, where practice makes progress.